Hello, my name is Kiara Kona.
And I'm Durrani Paul.
Overall, immigration has been happening since the beginning of the United States.
There are a lot of laws that are helping deal with the situation. In this video, we will be talking about some of our suggestions. Provide a quick, affordable path to legalize citizenship for the undocumented immigrants in the U.S. The government should make it easier and faster for undocumented immigrants to become legalized so they don't have to spend so much money paying for immigration police and to change the material of the border.
Jan Sing-Ting said illegal immigrants make a rational choice when they decide to vote our immigration laws. They weigh the costs, including the risk of getting caught, against benefits of a better life.
I don't think this is something an undocumented immigrant would feel the need to say if it were easier to get legalized. What is California doing about it? California isn't waiting for the Congress to act on immigration reform. The state has passed at least 1,000 laws that allow undocumented immigrants to get reduced fees for student loans, financial aid. Also for health insurance and professional licenses to practice different professions.
Hire more judges as well as attorneys to solve undocumented immigrants' cases. I think they should hire more immigrant court judges as well as attorneys to represent undocumented immigrants, because there are people who are only getting 7 minutes to change the judge's mind about deportation and as well as what to do with them. I think that is a very short time to change the person's who's going to decide someone's future. According to Nation 150, on a typical day, there are over 30,000 immigrants imprisoned in the world's largest immigration detention system. If we hire more court judges and more attorneys to help fight for the undocumented immigrants coming to the United States, overall it will cost less than deporting them. For example, a man named Imrahita, who was fighting his case to become an American citizen, wasn't able to fight his case in the Supreme Court judge in courtroom. He had to video chat him in the immigration detention center, and he was only given 7 minutes to fight for his case to become an American citizen, which is not enough time to determine someone's lifestyle.
The undocumented immigrants should be allowed to pay in-state tuition in all of the states of the U.S. All the states in the U.S. should let the undocumented immigrants pay in-state tuition because they are just trying to get good education so that they can find a good job. Another reason is they can't really afford that much money, and even for people who are in-state and have a lot of money and are not undocumented immigrants, there's still a lot of money to pay. Lindsay Lowell said, illegal residents should have access to public services, in particular education for their children, and public health would benefit everyone. And she's right, although some may argue. For example, John Barrasso said, illegal immigration continues to be a major problem in the United States. We have people waiting to come here legally, and we should not be rewarding the people who will come here illegally. And the truth is, the United States is not really rewarding them because they have to pay more money, and they also have to hide because they're not legal citizens, and that's not rewarding someone, because rewarding someone is getting something, but they're not really getting something. They're actually having to pay more and do more stuff just to be in the United States.
Undocumented immigrants should get driver's licenses. With this, I think it should be a state-to-state argument, because more states are more densely compacted than others due to safety reason. And also there's also way more immigrants in certain states. Also, I don't feel like it's a need to have a car necessarily if you live in a big city, because there's always a bus system, or you can take a cab or something. There's always a way that you can get around generally places. But at the same time, I feel like it's necessary to have a car in some situations, because, for example, there's a woman that works for my mom, and she's an immigrant, and she does not have the capabilities of owning a car, and the job that my mom has for her is required to get up at 3 in the morning and start baking, and there's no bus system that works at 3 in the morning, and until 3 she gets there at 11, and until 3 she sleeps in my mom's cafe. And overall, I don't feel like this is a very productive way to work or to live. So my mom recently gave her our old car so that she's able to sleep at home and stuff, and that's a need for a car. So
overall, these are some suggestions that we give the government, and maybe they can keep it in mind for the immigration system.